Hello, friends. Today, let's slow down for a moment and really talk about what's happening, not just on the news, not just in the headlines, but beneath the surface of reality itself. Everywhere around us, we see a lot of tragic news, a lot of negative news, militant attacks, wars, sexual abuse, political uncertainty, turmoil. It's loud, emotional, raw. And our first instinct is to react, to engage emotionally, to engage mentally, even energetically. But here is what's not immediately obvious. When you pour your emotional energy into these external events, especially through anger, outrage, fear, you're feeding them. I know it's only natural for you to get angered, outraged when you listen to such news. But then, do you know you're sustaining those lower frequencies with your precious life force? From a scientific perspective, we know that everything is energy. We know that energy cannot be created or destroyed, it can only change forms. What this means practically is that every thought you think, doesn't matter whether it's a positive thought or a thought marinated with anger or depression, sadness. Every thought you think, every emotion you feel has an energetic signature. And when a large group of people focuses intense emotions like fear, hatred, or despair onto an event, it actually amplifies the field around that event. Now, this is not just philosophy, it's quantum reality. Attention energizes. Consciousness collapses probability into actuality. Now, from a metaphysical perspective, the picture is even clearer. Human emotions are food for certain energy fields, fields that thrive on fear, chaos, and division. You might have heard of many invisible forces, like your thought forms. You can't see them, but you know your thought is a form. You know there are entities that grow stronger by harvesting on collective human emotion. And every time you react from a place of lower consciousness, lower frequency, you offer your vitality to these forces. Now think about that. Your sacred energy, the very force you could use to heal, to create, to awaken, is being siphoned away by dramas that do not serve your soul's evolution. This is why it's not just wise, it's absolutely necessary to guard your energy with discernment. When you react to chaos with chaos, you become entangled in that web. When you respond with stillness, you remain free. So, what can you do? Every time you anchor yourself in peace, instead of feeding fear, you're withdrawing power from the collective field of unconsciousness. You're breaking the cycle. You're choosing your sovereignty over slavery. It's easy to think that being caught up in the world's drama makes us good citizens, good humans. But the truth is, conscious presence, not unconscious reaction, is what the world truly needs. Because only those who are energetically sovereign can be true instruments of change. Only those who are free from feeding the storm can become healers of the storm. So I invite you, friends, do not allow your life force to be harvested by forces of conflict and fear. Use it to build your inner kingdom, to create, to heal, to love, to awaken. You're not here to be consumed by the world. Ask yourself, what are you feeding yourself with? You're here not to be consumed by all this lower frequency energies. You're here to illuminate the world. And that illumination begins by choosing consciously, lovingly, where your energy flows. Let's take a moment now to call our energy back home. Close your eyes, breathe deeply. Imagine yourself surrounded by a radiant sphere of golden light, your pure energy, untouched by the outside world. Now gently scan your mind. Notice any places where your energy has been leaking through anger, fear, judgment, worry. See those cords of energy stretching outward, and with your will, lovingly release them. Whisper inwardly, I call back my energy. I call back my light. I stand in my sovereignty. Feel your golden sphere becoming brighter, stronger, more complete. Breathe into this wholeness. Now that no matter what happens outside, this light, this sovereignty is yours always.